Hello everybody and welcome back to Twinkly Trove. A little bit unexpectedly, but this is all gonna be about Paulsley, or more specifically Mini Paulsley, because as you might know already, Paul and I had a collaboration in which we both built in the same starter zoo. This is my zoo, which Paul toured last Thursday while I was touring his zoo. And Paul had been in my streams a lot lately, so I wasn't sure if there were any surprises left for him to find during the tour. And that wasn't fair, because, it should have been a surprise a little bit for each other. So I thought, why not hide something that he would not expect to throw him off a little bit. The thing is, he only found 2. And a lot of you found a 3rd in his video. There was a 4th and a 5th that everybody missed, but they were like very, very far away. However, I put in 10 in the zoo, so we're gonna find them today, because I cannot withhold you from any Mini Paulsleys now, can I? So, as some of you might know, this is a thing that Evil Monkey Boy has created, and it has taken off hugely after that. It is a thing that's incredibly huge in Paulsley's Discord, and I will put a link to that Discord down below, just in case you want to join in on all the fun. Just let us see which were the 2 that Paul actually found.
Oh god. Is that what I think it is? Oh, Tanya. Oh, I can't get away from it. I wonder how many of these are going to be throughout the... I mean, come on. Mini Paulsleys everywhere. God. Tanya. Yeah. There's another one of me, apparently.
Yeah, so he only found the 2 that were hidden in the safari, the 2 that were literally in front of his face. But there were also a few that were a little bit hidden, a little bit better hidden, I suppose. So let's try to find those, shall we? So there's 2 different types of Paulsley. There is Paulsley the Zookeeper and there's Paulsley the Guest. And we will find both of them. First, let us just walk over this path, not like a drunk person, maybe, like this. A little bit higher, yeah. Like this. Very busy path. And to the left you see my my restaurant. And look who we have here. Zookeeper Mini Paulsley, trying to make his way through this very busy street. I do not blame Paul for not finding this one. He was not really walking the street. Also, he was like looking at it from above, and he might be very hard to spot when there's a lot of people here. But there you have him, trying to make his way here, shouting at people to get out of the way, but nobody does. They just walk through him like they don't care. Then there is one in the restaurant as well. Yes, Paul, I was so sure that you would open that door, but no. Also, my pickup lines do work today. Thank you very much. They didn't in the safari tour. But in this hallway, Paul decided to take the elevator, which was great. I should have hidden one there. However, he never checked what was behind the toilet door. And those of you who were in the stream, the 20k stream of Paulsley, you already know, because I showed you this one. But there he is. Yeah, sorry. I apologize, but also, I'm having way too much fun. Thank you so much, Evil Monkey Boy, for this Paulsley. He's, like, it's amazing. There couldn't have been a better one. Anyway, onwards to the next. I don't even know if I'm truly sorry. I'm mostly just amused. So let's get up the stairs. Now here's one that a lot of you actually spotted, except for Paul. He just went straight past it. But here's guest Paulsley, pondering over the pondering over the zoo, rethinking his life choices, maybe thinking about how it would be to be a zookeeper, and I don't know. I don't know. What is Paul thinking about? Let me know in the comments. There's probably better stories that you guys can come up with. This might be my favorite. I don't know. It's the most normal one, but it might be my favorite because it's so normal, and because he's just a regular guest staring out of the window, enjoying the view, wondering whatever went wrong in his life. Yeah, so I don't know. I like this one. I hit 3 in the restaurant. I was so sure that you would find them, Paul, because the restaurant was new. But no, Paul was too busy finding a gift shop at that time. So we have now found 5. Let's head over on this path. Paul didn't use the paths. That's why he didn't find the other ones. He basically hovered over the zoo, which, I mean, it makes sense because there's not much on the other side of this path, you know. So I don't even blame him. And I should have probably hidden one up in the watchtower or something. I didn't though. I hid them around them because I was sure that he was going to go to the new gift shop, you know. Oh look, here's one. I think these are either two Mini Paulsley guests, or a Mini Paulsley guest and a Mini Paulsley keeper. I think these are just two Mini Paulsley brothers, and one is like, or maybe this is a balloon seller, and the balloon seller just cannot get down. I don't think he has bought all the balloons, so I actually think this is the balloon seller Paulsley. But balloon seller Paulsley is a little bit too lightweighted, so he is actually hovering up in the air. And guest Paulsley just run off the path, trying to help Zookeeper Paulsley, and as of now, it's succeeding. I don't know though how this story continues. Will this Paulsley be succeeding in getting this Paulsley on the ground, or will they both fly in the air and never be found again? I don't know. There's one that's also my favorite. Oh my god, this is actually the only one, by the way, that I kind of did something about. The balloon Paulsley is actually a Paulsley that Evil Monkey Boy created. This Paulsley is one that he kind of created, and I just like fixed the arm and I attached them together, and then like that's what I did. I wanted to do so much more with Paulsley, actually, with Mini Paulsley. The thing is, it was late. There's no other excuse than that. It was late. So I just blatantly used the ones that Evil Monkey Boy made for us, and I greatly appreciate them. See, if you had just followed the path, Paul, to the gift shop, you would have found them. There's no one there, I believe. Path up until the gift shop. I should have actually put a path here as well. I shouldn't have. You have to go to the gift shop. This is always a thing, right? You have to go through the gift shop, because we want to make money. But yeah, there's more path. There's also more Mini Paulsley on the path. This time, a Zookeeper Paulsley again. One that is, for some reason, chopping wood. Why would you do that, Paul? Why would you chop down the trees? Maybe because he's making room for another part of the zoo, which we will probably never build. But Mini Paulsley is dedicated, and he is chopping down trees anyway and making room anyway. So who knows? At some point, there might be another part of the zoo. Not now though, because my computer doesn't like it. Anyway, thank you for for giving us the space there. More path. I mean, this is a pretty long path that we're going on. One of you actually, and the one that we are going now, our last two. Yes, I think the last two Mini Paulsleys, and there will also be an original Paulsley build. Paul, you missed your original build. Actually, Paul found it later when he... I don't know how you found it. By rewatching a stream, maybe? Where someone else found it. One of my viewers actually spotted it during a safari tour in my stream on Twitch. And he said, like, isn't that a thing that Paul built? Yes, it was. And we're gonna go over there right now. So we have our gift shop here. Another station. There's many stations. Oh, there it is. There it is. Did you spot it already? So, um, yes, we have a Mini Paulsley vendor and a Mini Paulsley person, I want to say, as if vendors are not persons. A Mini Paulsley vendor and a Mini Paulsley thirsty person who wants to buy Mini Paulsley cola, which we called Paul Cola in the stream, actually. Yes, I don't know if the vendor is very dedicated. Doesn't seem to be. Anyway, yeah, this Paulsley is shopping for cola, and I put in an original Paulsley build, this Coca-Cola truck. The best build that Paulsley ever built, in my humble opinion. Paul, I'm sorry, but also I'm not. So this thing is, for all of you who don't know, and all of you who might not know Paulsley, he's actually a very great builder, guys. He's an amazing builder. Go check him out. I will link him down below. Go check him out. He does amazing builds. This build was it's actually amazing knowing what was going on back then, because this build was one of his 5-minute builds. The very first 5-minute build that he did, or like, it was not the first build, but it was the first stream on. It was one of the very first 5-minute builds. And basically he had to take on a challenge of his chat, and his chat asked him to build a Coca-Cola truck in 5 minutes, which he did. And I thought it was absolutely hilarious that he like, the truck, the shapes of the truck are all there, and it looks perfectly fine. And then he decided to write Coca-Cola on it, and it looks so, I don't know, it looks so amazing. I love this. It's on his workshop. I had to download it and put it in my zoo for him to find. He didn't find it though. So that's it. Those are the Mini Paulsley that Paul missed. Those are all the things that Paul missed, because otherwise he did a great job on the tour. Go check him out. He's a great person. He's a great builder, honestly. Paul, I hope you can appreciate the Mini Paulsleys I put in the zoo. I know that you are. I don't actually know what you feel about them at the moment anymore, because there, so much is going on about them. I hope you can appreciate it. And yeah, the rest of you, I hope you do too. And thank you so much for tuning in, finding all the Mini Paulsleys with me. And yeah, if I had more time, I would have put in more. So Paul, be glad that we didn't have more time. Anyway, that was all for Twinkly Trove. I don't think you will see the zoo again. You can download the zoo from the workshop though. I will put a link down in. I will put a link down in the description. English is hard, guys. It's hard. Talking is hard. I will put a link down in the description below, and yeah, both to mine and to also to Paulsley's channel. Yes. Also to Evil Monkey Boy and his great creation of the Mini Paulsleys, in case you want them in your zoo as well. So go check the description for all of those things. And I will be back on YouTube with a new zoo very soon. I'm not gonna say anything about it. Those of you who have been in my streams already know what it's about. I'm very excited. I'm not gonna say anything, but it's gonna be epic. So make sure that you're subscribed in order to see that. And I will see you in my next video. Have a lovely, amazing day, and stay twinkly. Bye bye.